You might see some players using this new wall hack that Valve gave out to everybody. You just set up this bind in your console, put any key you want in, and then just simply walk up to any wall with your knife out and press the key, giving any player wall hacks for CS2 without needing to download cheats. Now this bug has actually been a thing for multiple months, but before what players would do is use it to jump higher than they normally could, but still be undetected from enemies like this clip. But now months later it has evolved into wall hacks, seeing as Valve still hasn't patched it, which is similar to the drone ability exploit Valve has yet to fix for CS2 we talked about in our last video. But now if you didn't like that exploit, you can bind any key you want plus attack slot 5 to look through different walls and easily spot your enemy. This video is partnered with Skinplace, the easiest way for you to cash out your skins, as once you sign in and pick the items you want to sell, you just choose from different delivery methods. Once you pick the one you like and click receive money, it won't be long until you see the payment in your account. All you need to do is use code WATER for an extra 3% when you cash out your skins. They even have a bonus system, so the more you sell, the more you earn. Check out Skinplace today. Last week, Valve made different updates to VAC. One of them was patching rapid fire so it's no longer an option in cheats, which brought double tap to replace it. At this same time, right for the weekend, VAC Live stopped detecting anti-aim and other popular cheat features which would usually get detected and then give them a VAC cooldown. This let players run around during this period where VAC seemingly just stopped working properly. But now that it's a new week and right as it started, so did the VAC cooldowns to these cheaters. It appears like different versions of anti-aim are back to being detected by VAC Live. Here's a very recent game of some cheaters getting a VAC cooldown mid-game. There are even others asking around wondering why they got hit by VAC if they were just using anti-aim, as they didn't know it would get them detected at the time. Here you can see both of these players reported their games got cancelled just within the last 24 hours. Why did VAC Live not work properly for the weekend is unknown. I would love to think that maybe they were testing something, but it seems like it was maybe just an accident. Fletcher Dunn even made this tweet over the weekend on Saturday saying, "I have now been in 2 separate Slack channels at Valve where CrowdStrike was used as a verb. Release a software update or configuration change on Friday afternoon," which sounds oddly familiar to what went down with the anti-cheat changes and how VAC Live had issues for the weekend. It just seems like a wild coincidence, especially seeing as things picked right back up this week. It's important to note that it's not like VAC is now stopping everything. Of course, there is still a bunch of cheaters who will stay under the radar, like this Forsaken clone who is running around. The thing is though, since VAC Live gives cheaters 24-hour cooldowns and not VAC bans, the last ban wave was over 2 months ago. With the recent patch to rapid fire, we can only hope we get more news to VAC soon. Plus, now that there's the double tap feature, we can see a bunch of players just deciding to try it out and even doing it in unranked casual games. So will we have to wait another year for this exploit to be patched? After the trust factor update, many players have pointed out that they are getting less games with cheaters, especially if they have a higher trust score. This is overall a good thing, seeing as it means players should be getting a better experience, but once you get into the higher ranks and in the top elo, cheaters just fill up the leaderboard, especially with the top names just promoting different cheats. So we'll have to wait to see what happens for the next updates to VAC and what Valve has for the anti-cheat. Valve did come out with a big update to TF2 which made all of their bots disappear for well over a month now. Let's hope Valve has something similar for CS2. Back to the topic of Premiere, Valve added it 11 months ago on August 31st, 2023. Season 1 of Premiere started September 27th, so we are close to hitting 1 year since both Premiere and Season 1 started. It seems like this period would be when we could see a transition into Season 2, which would reset players' ranks and elo. Now, Valve dev Fletcher Dunn has shared this. If you have an NVIDIA card, have non-ASCII characters in your Windows username, have really long loading times, or in big game hitches, try updating your graphics card. They fixed a bug related to shader caching that had significant perf impacts for CS. Now normally these characters are just different symbols or from other languages. Although this may fix some problems, it's important to note that when you update to the current newest NVIDIA driver, your CS2 gets stuck on 60 or 75 Hz, even if you usually should be able to get more. Now there is a few manual fixes you can do to get around this issue, but most players will just get stuck with 60Hz until this gets patched. So if you update your drivers, double check your refresh rate. For other news, in a recent Deadlock update, Valve went and completely changed the placeholder name of the app from Project 8 Staging to Deadlock, hinting that Valve may be close to an official announcement soon. There is thousands on the closed playtest already, so we'll have to wait to see what Valve has in store.